My name is Josh Bleill. I was with Delta chapter at Purdue University way back in the day, pledge class of 1996. Back then, I had goals. I had a lot of goals of getting out of college, finding a successful job, being in a happy relationship. And those goals haven't changed by any means over the years. I still want to be successful at what I do for a living. I still want my marriage to be successful and to be happy in those things. But it's how I go about it. It's the motivation behind the things. It's looking at the last 20 years and seeing some of the setbacks that have happened, but also seeing the work ethic, the people I've surrounded myself with to make me successful, but overall powering through those moments of doubt, powering through those times where you just don't think it's going to end well, but also finding the motivation of why you set those goals and how you keep on track. And one is prioritizing. You have to say, hey, it's 2019. I made all these New Year's resolutions, and some of them for me are financial, some of them are just personal, some of them are fitness level, and then some are ones that I know I make every year, and it may have to do with my diet. I'm not going to hit, but I have to prioritize what I'm serious about, what I'd like to change, what's going to affect me in the most way, what's going to affect the people around me, what's going to affect my family, and those come first. They come first at this point in my life, and that changes over time. Back then, I didn't have a family. I remember getting out, getting a job, and doing well. But on 9/11 of 2001, when this country was attacked, it was one of those moments in my life that I knew I was being called to do something. I came from a military family. I played lacrosse at Purdue, so I was a big kid. And I thought, this is just my time to step up. And so actually what I did is at 27 years old, I joined the United States Marine Corps. That was in 2004. I got shipped off to boot camp. I was the oldest recruit there, so I learned to deal with 17 and 18-year-old young men that had never left home. Some had worked on farms. They came from all walks of life, but that's what this world is really about. It's about learning to get along with people. It's about the fundamentals, the basics of learning new stuff, getting to know people, being respectful, listening to other people, whether they're drill instructors constantly yelling at you, pushing you, or it's people that you're going to report to in work at some point, or it's listen to a significant other, or it's listen to friends. Those are the people that may have more knowledge than us, and it's a humbling thing to say, hey, I need your help, but it's not a bad thing. I graduated from boot camp. I went on to infantry school, and in 2006, I got sent for a tour over in Fallujah, Iraq. Unfortunately, during that time, I was severely injured. I got hit by an IED, improvised explosive device. I lost both of my legs, several pins, classified with PTSD and severe traumatic brain injury. And it started a 2-year process of recovery at a hospital. Now, I wanted to use this as an excuse. All my goals had just changed from being a successful Marine to continuing my career. Everything had changed because 1, I was physically different. 2, I thought I was mentally different. And 3, I felt sorry for myself. I thought this hadn't been fair. I lost 2 good friends in that incident. And my motivation definitely changed. But really, after going through those gambit of emotions, what I realized is the perseverance in life can get you through anything. The work ethic, that things aren't always going to go your way, but it's what, at the end of the day, you decide to do with that 24 hours that's going to make a difference in your life. And for 2 years, I spent recovering. 2 years, I dealt with my family. I got through anger issues and dealing with the sadness, but learning to walk again, learning that this world is not going to stop spinning just because I got hurt, just because my life changed. I faced a challenge. And you guys will all face challenges out there. That's part of it, whether it be, finishing school, dealing with a relationship, sports, anything that you see, it's still about pushing through that and having the courage to fall down and stand back up and do it all over again and say, you know what, that's okay. I can do it again tomorrow. And eventually you get there. After those 2 years, I went back to Indianapolis, where I was born and raised. I ended up getting a job, a dream job with the Indianapolis Colts. I was the Colts community spokesperson for 7 years. I went out and did literally thousands of talks in front of people all over this country. I got to compete in adaptive CrossFit and compete in the World Games for different things. I got married. I have 2 wonderful kids that are 6 and 8 years old. It's things like that weren't a goal 20 years ago for me. And especially if I could have seen that I was going to lose my legs, I was going to be changed forever, would I have said, do I want to go that path? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't think so. But because I went that path and got here, I'm thankful for it. I wouldn't go back and change it because of the lessons that I've learned, the family that I have, my kids, the success I've had. I wouldn't change any of that just to get rid of that hardships that I went through. It's what made me stronger. It's what pushed me to set my goals even better. Now my goals, my motivation has changed. Now a lot of my goals are because of my family. I want to be successful because I want my kids to be provided for my wife to be provided for. I want to be a supportive husband so my wife's successful. There's different things in different times in your life that are going to change your motivation. That's not a big deal. That's not a bad thing. My grandpa, he spoke a lot before he passed away. And he always repeated a prayer that was read at a lot of famous funerals. But the line that I took from it, it said, "At this day's end, may this world be a little better place because we have lived." And every day I try to think of that motto and try to live by that. That by setting my goals, I'm going to make a difference in this world. By setting my goals and the hard work that I get closer to them, I'm going to change the world. And it may not be the entire world. It may be where my world is right there. It's the same with you. Your world right now may be a lot smaller than it gets. It may be a lot bigger than it ever gets. But I tell you what, still affect the people around you in a positive light. Still go after the things you want. And when you have those setbacks, it's part of life. It'll make you who you are. But in the end of the day, you decide what work you put in. You decide who you are, who people see you as, and always be true to yourself. Don't let someone push you away from your goals because of what they're thinking. You go after them, you set your goals. If they have to change, that's fine, but change them for the right reasons. Change them because of you. Maybe set them higher, set a different path to get there. Like I said, I had successful goals when I was in college to finish up, to get a good job. I still have those goals, but my motivation has changed. The way I had to do it has changed. I never thought I'd be a motivational speaker for the Indianapolis Colts. But you know what? When the opportunity opened up, I said, to get my goal, I got to take this opportunity. I got to stand up in front of people and show people who I am. So to my Delta Sig brothers out there, all that you're facing, all that you're going through, I wish you the best of luck. I wish that God watches over you and takes care of you. But more than that, I hope you see the difference that you're going to make in this world, have already made in this world, and the people you come into in daily activities you can affect in a positive way. And that snowballs into wonderful things. So thanks for listening. Thanks for the time. All the best. Yeah, boss.